Southeast Wisconsin is the most densely populated region in the entire state. As a result, we've altered its natural vegetation and topography to the point where water is now considered problematic. There are multiple organizations making a difference in our region's waterways and helping to repair our relationship with the land. One of these groups is the Root-Pike Watershed Initiative Network, or Root-Pike WIN for short.
Root-Pike WIN's mission is to restore, protect, and sustain the watersheds in the Root-Pike Basin, which is the Oak Creek, Pike Creek, Root River, Pike River, and Wind Pike watersheds.
But in such a densely populated area, how do you go about that? It starts with planning and identifying where successful projects can be implemented to make the biggest impact downstream. By strategically mapping where the most at-risk waterways are, we can begin chipping away at the larger problem.
You know, this area was primarily wetlands and prairies with some forests. Most of this area was farmed and cut for timber, after settlement. And that progress continued into where we are today, where we have some pretty massive development.
Sometimes the best solution is to let nature manage these systems the way they're always meant to be. Reducing hardscape and replanting native species slows water down, allowing it to soak deep into the ground. But one project isn't enough. There are countless areas we've altered in the last 100 years. One way Root-Pike WIN is making an impact is through their Pollinator Patch program.
Pollinator Patch can be 10 square feet, or it could be 10 square acres. And by being able to shift and mold the size depending on what the client wants, it enables people to engage with this, this nature-based solution without biting off more than they can chew.
Since 2022, dozens of these projects have worked to reduce turf space and improve native habitat for pollinators. Each one slowly chips away at the broader problem of habitat degradation.
The kids and the adults love looking at all the different insects, because when you have native plants, they bring in cooler bugs, and that just kind of draws everybody in. And my favorite example is at the Racine Youth Detention Center. We did a little pollinator patch, and the kids were so excited to find a woolly bear caterpillar, and that was like the talk of the day.
Green initiatives are great, but can often get oversimplified. Monitoring and outreach provides data about how the water improves and how wildlife responds. One powerful example that Root-Pike has shown is sightings of the Rusty Patched Bumblebee on Root-Pike WIN project sites.
Finding the Rusty Patched Bumblebee is always just a highlight of the day and of the year, and seeing them starting to pop up at the places where we put the pollinator patches, not just large-scale restorations, gets more people fired up and excited, so it's just spreading.
This endangered species has few remaining strongholds, but many of them are in our own region. If you create the habitat, you give nature a fighting chance. When we restore wetland ecosystems and waterways, we also restore their ability to manage stormwater runoff. This reduces pollutants, protects our water, and keeps it clean for future generations. A win for everyone.